So next carbene ions. So carbene ions are also formed during heterolytic cleavage. So we get a pair of ions in heterolytic cleavage. One is positively charged ion, which is called carbocation or carbonium ion, and another one is negatively charged ion, which is called carbene ion. So carbene ion is a group of atoms which contain carbon atom bearing negative charge and having 8 electrons in its valence shell. So 8 out of 8 electrons, 6 are bonding electrons. So 3 bonds equal to 6 electrons. And 2 are non-bonding electrons. For example, methyl carbene ion is there. Okay. So a group of atoms here having carbon. Carbon bearing negative charge. Okay. And having 8 electrons. 3 bonds. Each bond equal to a pair of electrons. So 3 into 2, 6. So 6 bonding electrons. And 1 non-bonding electron. One lone pair of electron is there. So 1 non-bonding electron pair. Okay. Then type of hybridization in carbene ion is sp3 hybridization, and shape may be pyramidal or tetrahedral. Then coming to stability of carbene ions. Methyl carbene ions are greater than primary. Primary is greater than secondary. Secondary is greater than tertiary carbene ions. Okay. Then stability of different types of carbene ions. Okay. So this is like this, carbene ion stability. So triphenyl is greater than diphenyl. Tertiary, secondary. Benzyl, okay, primary. Then allyl. Next methyl, coming to alkyl. Methyl, okay, ethyl, secondary alkyl, tertiary alkyl. So this is the general order of various carbene ions. So free radicals. Free radicals are generally formed during homolytic fission. Okay. So you know about homolytic fission. So breakage of bond takes place between two atoms. Okay. And each atom that gets separated out with a single electron. Okay. One unpaired electron. So atom or group of atoms which contains unpaired electron. Atom or group of atoms which contains unpaired electron. These are called as free radicals. Okay. And these are formed during homolytic fission. And these are highly reactive in nature. Why? Because they contain single electron. Unpaired electron is responsible for the high reactivity of free radicals. Okay. And type of hybridization is sp2 hybridization with planar structure. And totally carbon having 7 electrons in the valence shell. So 3 bonds. A bond is equal to a pair of electrons. So 6 electrons and single electron. So 7 electrons. Okay. Then stability order of free radicals. Alkyl free radicals. Tertiary is greater than secondary. Secondary is greater than primary. Primary is greater than methyl. Okay. Next coming to stability order of various free radicals. That is like this. Tertiary phenyl and secondary, then benzyl, next allyl, coming to alkyl, tertiary alkyl, secondary alkyl, and primary alkyl, methyl, and vinyl free radicals. Okay. So next coming types of reagents. So in organic reaction mechanism, substrate interact with reagent, forms intermediate. Intermediate finally converts into products. Okay. So here different types of intermediates are formed. Carbocations, carbene ions and free radicals. Reaction intermediates. Then coming to reagents which attacks with the substrate. Here first one is electrophiles. So electrophile means electron attracting species. Okay. Electron attracting species. So electron, what is the charge on electron? Negative charge. So negative charge attracting species means electrophiles generally possess positive charge. Okay. So, some neutral electrophiles are also there. Charged electrophiles are positively charged, and also some neutral electrophiles, they are also present. Okay. So, electrophiles are electron seeking species. Okay. Electron attracting species are called electrophiles. So, electrophiles attracts electrons, so accepts electrons. That's why these are Lewis acids. Okay. So, electrophiles are Lewis acids. Electrophiles, these are Lewis acids. Okay. And also electron deficient compounds. So, Lewis acids, that's why electron deficient compounds. So, they have a tendency to gain electrons. That's why these are electron deficient species. Electrophiles are electron deficient species. Okay. So, generally electrophiles attacks at a point of high electron density. Okay. So, electrophiles, they generally having positive charge. So, they attacks at high electron density point. Okay. So, these electrophiles attacks at high electron density point. Generally attacks at high electron density point. Okay. So, coming to some examples of electrophiles. So, first, charged electrophiles. So, what is the charge on electrophiles? Positive charge. So, positively charged electrophiles. Okay. So, H plus ion, Cl plus ion, Br plus ion, I plus ion. Okay. NO2 plus ion, alkyl, carbocations. So, all carbocations. So, they are charged electrophiles. Then coming to neutral electrophiles. You know that electrophiles are electron deficient compounds. So, electron deficient compounds like boron trifluoride, aluminum trichloride. So, they are neutral electrophiles. Okay. Sulfur dioxide, FeCl3, ZnCl2. Okay. So, all these are neutral electrophiles. Okay. Then coming to nucleophiles. Nucleophiles. So, electrophiles are electron attracting species, and nucleophiles are nucleus attracting species. Okay. So, what is the charge of nucleus? Nucleus charge is positive. Nucleus contains both protons and neutrons. Charge of protons is positive and neutrons are neutral. So, overall charge of nucleus is positive. So, nucleophiles have a tendency to attract the positive charge. Okay. So, nucleophile that attracts nucleus. Okay. So, species which attract nucleus, they are called as nucleophiles. Okay. So, nucleus attracting species are called nucleophiles. Nucleus attracting species are called as nucleophiles. Okay. So, generally nucleophiles attacks at a point where electron density is less, or they attract at a point where positive charge is more. Okay. So, attacks at a point where positive charge or less electron density is present.